Hello everybody, my name is Justin Tobin, and today I'm going to talk about some disturbing movies that I found disturbing. And this list is in no particular order, I just thought that I would share some of them. So, here are some movies that I thought of to discuss tonight. And I'm going to discuss these while I enjoy my Diet Pop. You can probably hear it fizzing right now, I just poured myself a glass. So let's get into it. A disturbing movie that comes to mind is actually The Blair Witch Project. Now, I know what you might be thinking, that movie's not that disturbing. And it's not. But for me, it was. When I was in high school, I went to the movie theater and I saw that movie. And I left the theater freaked out. I was thinking, people actually went to record a documentary. They were killed in the process of filming that documentary. Then their footage was found, and it was put together in such a way that it made this cohesive movie about people making a documentary and getting killed in the process. So I left the theater thinking, that was real. That really happened. These amateur filmmakers making a documentary were killed. And that freaked me out. And that would freak anybody out if they had the mindset that what they were watching is actually real. And that's the mindset that I had. And then I calmed down after I realized, okay, it was only fake. It was made to look real. Because the website and the marketing for that movie was so powerful that it really made it seem like it was real. It tried to give it this air of authenticity. So that's why I found it disturbing. But right now, watching it, it wouldn't be disturbing at all. It's actually kind of boring. And I would have to say that the movie was overhyped. But even so, it kicked off a certain genre of found footage movies. But I mean, they're not really the first to do that. Cannibal Holocaust, they're among the first, it seems, to actually do that. And, okay, Cannibal Holocaust. That's another disturbing movie. And I just thought of that now. So Cannibal Holocaust, it's found footage. People, getting killed in the process of making a documentary about cannibals. It's disturbing when you realize that some of the violence, especially the violence towards animals, turtles, that's actually real. That's real. That is not staged. That is not simulated. That is actually real. So Cannibal Holocaust is disturbing. And I think I read somewhere that the director of Cannibal Holocaust, when that movie was released back in the 80s, I think, he actually had to go to court to prove that the people that were involved in the making of the film and acting in the film, he had to prove that they were actually still alive. I guess the Italian government was wondering, is this guy making some kind of a snuff film or whatever. So, Cannibal Holocaust, that's another disturbing movie. Another disturbing movie would be Funny Games. Now, Michael Haneke, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He made a German version of this film, which was the original version, and then he made the American version of the film. And both films are pretty much identical. Only one's in English, one is in German. He's the same writer, same director for both. And if you watch it and compare it, it seems shot for shot. It's so meticulously done. It's almost like he remade the same film twice. But he made it exactly the same, only with different actors. But he got the actors to pretty much do the same things. It might be slightly different, but it's pretty amazing. I mean, that itself makes it an amazing accomplishment, just by being able to make the same film twice and make it so exact. But it's disturbing because it's a home invasion movie, and home invasion movies I actually do find quite disturbing. There's a horrific scene in Funny Games. It's not showing on camera, it's showing off camera. There's a certain sound that you can hear. It's a gun blast. A gun blast goes off. Then it shows blood all over the living room, and it implies that something horrible happened. I don't really want to say what that is in case some of you want to go and watch it, but Funny Games was definitely a disturbing movie. Another disturbing film, I would say Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. There's a home invasion scene in that movie with Henry and Otis, and they actually break into a family's home with a video camera, and they record what they do. And they terrorize this family. They kill this family. They kill the son, they kill the father, they kill the mother. There's rape happening. It's just so horrendous. It's absolutely horrendous. And it did disturb me. I actually watched it when I was in university. I watched it in a library. I took out a VHS. I sat in this little cubicle. I put the earphones on, popped the VHS in the VHS player, sat in the cubicle, watched that movie, and when it was over, I walked back to my dorm room, and it was nighttime. And as I was walking back to my dorm room, I was thinking, man, that was a disturbing movie. And watching it, I felt angry. I felt angry at the killers. I was thinking, how could people do such a thing? Wouldn't it be great if that family, if they were able to defend themselves? So I found that movie disturbing. Now, what's another disturbing movie? I don't want to talk about too many, so maybe I'll talk about one more. I'm not really sure what else would be disturbing, but those are four of them. Another one that came to mind is The Descent. The reason why I found The Descent so disturbing is the ending. The ending of The Descent is disturbing. A group of girls, they go hiking and they get trapped while they're hiking. There's these creatures that are attacking them. They have to survive and get out of there, get off the mountain, go home. But they get trapped on the mountain. And I don't really want to say what the ending is, but the ending is disturbing. I just don't really want to say what it is. But I will say this. I will say that it seems like something happy is happening. It looks like there's a happy ending for one of the characters, but turns out there's not a happy ending. And I don't really want to say why. But it was a good ending. And it was very effective, very impactful. And it's not, disturbing in the sense that it's gratuitous. It's just genuinely disturbing. It's not a gross out thing. And now that I think about it, all of the films that I've just mentioned, they're not necessarily gratuitous. Well, maybe except for Cannibal Holocaust, but that was supposed to seem authentic. I mean, maybe the animal violence is gratuitous. It's disgusting. It's disturbing. But the other movies, they're disturbing without really being gratuitous. And that's a reason to give those movies a high rating. For creativity. Anybody that can disturb the viewer without being overly gratuitous or overly graphic, just with certain camera angles, off-screen violence, implied violence, that stuff can disturb the viewer. Now, why do I like disturbing movies? Well, it grounds me, and it makes me appreciate what I have, and it makes me thank God that my family is safe, that I'm safe, and it also keeps me prepared in case somebody were to invade my home. Okay, my name is Justin Tobin. I'm an amateur filmmaker, and I like films. I love films. It's my favorite pastime, watching films. So let me know what films that you guys find disturbing. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. That will encourage me to keep doing what I'm doing. It will keep me motivated to create more content about something that I enjoy, which is films and filmmaking. Okay, thank you for watching. Take care.